All right, so in this video, I want to show you how to add a product so that by the time people get to this sales letter, there is something for them to make a purchase. Okay, so you cannot just add an order form and be done with it. It doesn't work that way. All right, so I know that as of the time of this video, this page is just like less than half baked, but we're starting to see a bit of shape. So even though a lot of these steps are repeatable, right? But all these things that we're doing here leads up to a call to action, and that is we want people to buy something, right? How do we do it? So in this case, we have a product called Sales Funnel Blueprint that we want to sell at $14.95 US. So what we're going to do now is that let's not be at this page at the moment. Let's come out and go back to our Digisales page builder platform. All right. So we're going to go somewhere else. We're going to go to this thing called payments on the left. Let me increase the size a little bit for you. We go to payments. And then over here, we're going to choose this thing called products. At the top here, products. Now, in your account, if it's brand new, you're not going to see anything over here. It's going to be a blank slate for you, okay? And right now, I'm going to click on this thing called create a product, okay? And this is where we're going to start entering the details, okay? So over here, include in online store. Normally, I would uncheck this part, okay, or toggle off because we are not running an e-commerce store, okay? Now, that makes sense only if you're doing an e-commerce store, you're selling multiple items, that works, okay? But now, we're doing digital product selling. So, one site, one product kind of thing. So, over here, let's give it a name, as usual. In this example, Sales Funnel Blueprint. Okay, PLR. Description is a short one, don't have to be a essay or a poetry. I'm just going to call it private label rights to ready-made course on sales funnel. No need to be too long, right? It's a simple one. That means by the time people come here, they want to check out, there's a short description, right? Next one, we're going to leave most of these parts alone. Text code, I'm just going to leave it alone, by the way. We don't really need to touch this part, all right? After that, additional options, statement descriptor, okay, up to you, but if you have a company or a name that people can identify with, you just put the name here, okay? There's no hard and fast rule. So for example, in my case, I might put Edmund Low, simple. So that means when people check their credit card statement, right, they might want to recall where did they buy this from, right? So if I normally market my name here, say, oh, I bought from this Edmund Low guy before, example, okay? If you're using a company name, maybe in my case, I'm just going to put Digital Business Intensive, all right? It doesn't have to be a full name. I'm aware it's a long name, by the way, but roughly, don't even think too much, all right? As long as people can identify this where they bought from, that will save you a bit of trouble because once in a while, or blue moon, right, there have been people who may have like approached us and say, I don't remember buying this thing from you. Then I have to remind them. Yeah, once in a blue moon. Okay, I'm not saying it happens all the time. Once in a rare moment. Okay, so this will actually save people a bit of guesswork. All right. So I'm going to leave it alone. Product media. We're going to choose the product image that we have selected just now. We have uploaded. Let's do this again. You don't have to upload all over again. Yeah? So if you already uploaded it once, right, you can use the picture again and again. Don't have to keep redoing it. All right. The price. Okay, in this case, I'm going to put $14.95 in USD. Okay, let's just choose the US dollar. You can see there are a lot of currencies here. Yeah? So if any of you want to do like local marketing, you can choose your local currency. All right, one-time fee. All right, additional options. I'm going to leave all these alone. All right, and I'm going to click on save. All right, so we already have a product that we have added here, but we are not done yet, by the way. So you don't just want to leave right off the bat. Let me show you something. So right now, we have a product over here, and we can do a comparison price. So I'm not sure where this actually shows up, but in case it does, psychologically, people like to believe they buy things at a discount or at a good value. So normally, I might do something like this. Okay, example. All right, that means the regular price is 197. What you pay today is only 14.95. That's what it's trying to tell you. Okay, I will encourage you to click on this, and we're going to repeat this part again. You see why. Okay, I'm going to choose the image here. Next, I'm just going to do this part as well, and then you go further down. Choose this thing called digital product. Okay, so that means this is marked not as a physical product, but marked as a digital product, and send them to your URL. All right. Now, I know at this point we haven't built a thank you page or a download page. I'm just going to put a random one right now. Okay. It's not real. I'm just putting a random one right now. Okay, I'm just made it up, right? Now, the reason why we want to put the download page over here, because sometimes what happens is you have customers who buy from you, but they didn't get their download or they didn't get to the last page, okay? So by adding this, right, it kind of like saves you a bit of customer support trouble as well, so that they will be able to get their own download after they make the payment, right? So I click on save, and we are done with this part. Okay, so this is a one-off process. We don't really have to keep coming here. And now that we are done this part, right, let's go to our sales letter. All right, now don't forget, save your work, publish your work. And what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to refresh this. Okay, I'm going to refresh the browser. Oh wait, my bad. I think we got a bit too ahead of ourselves. What we need to do is we need to go back to sites. Okay, let's go to this funnel that we are building right now. And what we need to do is, this is the page that we've been building, right? Click on this products tab, and we're going to add a product. Okay, so you're going to see here, we're going to choose what we have created just now, sales funnel blueprint PLR. We choose the price that we have selected just now. Okay, we created just now. And if there are any additional option now, we only created one product for this, so it should be the main product. Let's click on save. And now we have a product over here. So it's only one at the moment. Okay, never mind. So we come back here. Let's refresh the browser. Okay. Now, for all intents and purposes, right, let's say we want to finally add our order form. That means we want people to make a payment, right? So how do we do it? Click on add elements, and we're going to look for this thing called order step. Okay. Now, there are two versions. There's a one-step order, and then there's a two-step order, all right? I think to keep it simple, let's go with one-step order right now. Okay, I'm going to drop it here, drag it down, and you're going to see that there is a form over here. And if you're wondering why is it so stretchy from left to right, just a reminder, you can actually edit your row and make it a bit slim. Okay, let me try 80%, as I mentioned in the previous video, all right? So it looks a lot more manageable, all right? Okay, let me change a little bit. Okay, let's select this order form, and we can make any changes if you want to, like one step order, typography, I'll leave it alone. Button action, so that means after the person make the payment, where do they go to next? They either go to the next step in the funnel or to a specific address or a specific step. But right now, we're going to leave it alone, okay? Because this is just an example. The form, shipping, and your info. So I don't really like the word shipping, to be honest, because it feels like, we're not selling a physical product, all right? If you want to change it to something else, you can, all right? But right now, I will just leave it alone. In fact, I would say for the most parts, right, we can leave a lot of this. Actually, we can leave it alone, yeah, except for the shipping part. Shipping, I'm just going to hide shipping, all right? So here's the thing, guys. Since you're selling digital products, you want to minimize the number of like fields that has got nothing to do with it. So I would say the big stick away for this, right, is hide the shipping. Now, company name is up to you. If you want to keep it simple, I will also hide the company name as well. All right. I mean, it's just a low ticket digital product. We don't really need to ask for people's company. Okay. After that, there's this thing called coupon. All right. Let me look for this coupon section. Now, unless you really are offering coupons, right, there's just no need to have this. Sometimes, psychologically speaking, right, if you really have no coupons to offer and that field is here, right, people would instinctively think maybe there's a further discount, So I would recommend you just remove this part. Okay. So the form is a lot more simple. All right. After that, as for the rest, actually, we can leave it alone already. Yeah, we can uh, just proceed. Now, if you want to change the color of the button, all that, you can. But again, I will leave this alone for the time being. Okay. If you want to know how this looks like on mobile, this is what it looks like. It looks pretty spot on. Yeah. So yeah, this is how you add a product, and then you add the order form.